job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position. Just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 120!
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Rolling to his right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it would get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
He's not going to get me.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180!
Get ready.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. Pulled in at the 24. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
13.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. 25 yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Wentz. Dancing to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. James now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
11. Push him back.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Wentz going to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. D Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20.
I got you, punk. Watch tight.
11. 3 down, 3 down.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Go. 180.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
This is Howard on second down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now Wentz. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now let's see what his offense can do. On second and 10, Garoppolo. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball...
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. DeForest Buckner able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Wentz. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes him manageable now.
To throw is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first and goal, Howard. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Punching it in from a yard away. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 75 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let let this go deep for Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 25 on 2nd down, Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, Coleman. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 53 is mine. Man, let's get some penetration.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at their 49-yard line.
Here we go. 53 is the mic. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13. Today's
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
mean y'all came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO.
run up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this. It's only back to the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, 57, 57 to Mike. Hey, watch the slap, watch the slap. Watch the slap. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go, 46. He's coming.
Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw is Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And complete to Zach Ertz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On play action, Wentz. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Play action. Now Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
No. General Wentz.
Wentz now to throw. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Wentz now on 1st down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The sack by Robert Quinn.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, it's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
I got you. I got you. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
On the counter, Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's go one more. We got tight left. So we're going to 53. 57.
Prescott. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz being chased out left. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing his Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check 9, check 9.
Check. Fred. 47.
Here's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a gain of 2.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 31, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Sanders. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, sets you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a play fake. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
X3, 218, chop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and long.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Quinn picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill. 47, 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
6 man. Check curls.
26.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Switch, switch, switch.
After the sack on first down, Wentz under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz. Well, the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Austin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
You. Showing up.
Prescott on 1st down. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Pick the edge. Come. He's checking. Crash. Under 10.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's go. We're running 54. Rush in. Safe. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, check Mike 57. Under. 57. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They go to Elliott again. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Swerve. Hey.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
23. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Get that ball. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 26, check 26. 26.
Now Elliott. And some room to run now. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. There we go. Kill. Check the backer. Chance. 26.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Alert 3. Switch. 26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Here's Elliott. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Forbath, the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.